This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back.
And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Robinson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Robinson again. And he's in for the score. His spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And as many coaches' meetings as we said, we're finish all the time. And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to lock back, tried to use the power to terminate, just wasn't able to get it done.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You get an empty possession, put the ball away, get yourself set to put defense, and you turn it over, it changes momentum, and then take it downfield and punch it in on you. That's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And this will be incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And a very short pickup. This is the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In close territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, payday. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. Dwayne Smoot, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for
almost
3 at 2nd
got to the
down.
second one.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lawrence. And Sharp pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For these 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
21-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't bet you the number to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw is Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, it's Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action with Lawrence. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Forget the run on 4th and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th of the year. And the Jaguars open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And a rout is on here in this first half. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Colts on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Wentz. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On second down now. It's Love, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Colts gain a bit of respectability. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A handoff for Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute, but first,
we now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On first down, here's Love. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to this outlet and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. On the handoff, Taylor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. Room to run past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Wentz now on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Shotgun now for Wentz. Middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. AT.
So what happened at this game now?
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is down to 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Running to start the drive is Love. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right
So
off
was the
bat,
team
it's a first down
really,
to start
really
the
good?
drive, 12 yards.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run with Love. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And here's Rodgers on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Back with like 17 different times. And so it was just really frustrating. They don't have an attitude at the beginning of the game.
Wins.
And it's just but like, considering
this will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all the throws.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he'll find Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, Robinson, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
We got this. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run the counter. Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early.